Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so tonight before you leave. And make sure to share on all your social media networks that you happen to be on at this time. And to thumbs up if you do like what you see. Hello! And welcome back to the channel. All right. Okay, so let's get right back into it, folks. Okay. So tonight's video, the topic is something that's been brewing, a brouhaha indeed, for the past couple of days. Mr. Joel Osteen and the witch hunt that he is currently under. Yes. So, USA Today. I was on usatoday.com. I was reading through the article they had there. So, Osteen shrugged off on Wednesday a social media storm claiming that he initially refused to accept evacuees at his cavernous Lakewood church, saying that his church never turned away anyone. So this is what was reported on usatoday.com. He also told CNN that his church was always open and got victims the first day or two. Now, if you all are confused or anybody who has not heard about it, I am speaking of Hurricane Harvey, which has spread through Houston, Texas. So if you had not heard about it, I know mostly all of you have heard about it, but just in case somebody didn't hear about it, and it's your first time. Yes, huge storm that left a lot of people basically destitute, homeless, definitely put out at the moment, and just in an unfortunate situation. So media came down on Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, as you know, is a $1 million a year televangelist, very, very popular, very world renowned, and very well respected as well. A lot of people, a lot of souls know Joel Osteen, but they were put out by his so-called demeanor or behavior during Hurricane Harvey just in the past couple of days, because they were stunned. People were stunned because they felt like he did not open his doors. As much good work as he's done, and as good as the man he claims to be, people were put out by him not opening his doors to evacuees during the storm. And he basically tried to defend himself to a few media outlets. So the church was said to have flooded initially. The church workers among those rescuees. So some of his church workers need to be rescued as well. So some people initially seeking shelter were sent to the city's convention center, which is 4 miles away from his church, due to the church not being yet set up and ready for evacuees, which is, you know, side note, something I was thinking anyway. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. I love Joel Osteen. I really do. If you didn't know, I love Joel Osteen. Me and my mother do. I'm big fans of his. And I'm like, I watch his broadcast like every week, and I'm like, I just feel like something ain't right. You know, I just knew something in the water wasn't right. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling like, you know, it's got to be lack of preparation. Like, that could be the reason why. I mean, because what other reason would he have not to, you know, open the doors? So Osteen came under fire after announcing via social media that church was closed due to severe flooding following Hurricane Harvey. So everybody went off when they found out that Lakewood was closed. So the first day or two, the building was not accessible or safe, as told to CNN. So on CNN, he did an interview, said, you know, he wouldn't let anybody in there if it wasn't safe. He said, believe me, it was not safe, so nobody was allowed in the building for the first day or two. So I have come to the conclusion in my mind, I think this is it's just a witch hunt. I just believe, you know, a lot of people disagree with me, but I don't really care. So, you know, like I think that he did what he could have in that situation, and because I may be biased because I'm a fan, but still, I'm able to. I mean, I'm not wearing rose colored glasses. I'm wearing glasses, but they're not rose colored. So, I mean, I'm able to be objective too in the situation, but I don't think he really did anything wrong. It doesn't sound like anything wrong happened. I also don't think he really has a reason to lie. I mean, he's a very transparent pastor, a very transparent man. Like, him and his family are pretty open. They've done a lot. They give a lot to charity. I mean, and they're not just money givers. They actually get out there and work and help people. So, I mean, I don't think the guy. I don't think, like, why now? Like, if he was going to ever choose a reason to go to the other side and, like, do something devilish, why now? And why Hurricane Harvey? Like, I just think, why would he choose now? Like, let me show the world who I really am. Like, I just don't feel like he did that, And I think what it sounds like is a big misunderstanding, which is like what these things usually are big misunderstandings that people, humans, take and they just use it for fodder to basically excommunicate someone from the Christian body of Christ or from society in general, and so I just think it's just kind of a witch hunt. I'm like, they're kind of attacking him. And I also noticed that it's kind of a distraction from the hurricane itself, because instead of us focusing on let's help the victims of Hurricane Harvey and how are they doing, we're focusing on Joel Osteen. If you notice, the past 2 days, the news has been on Joel Osteen. I think maybe people got tired of hearing about the Harvey situation, so now they're just putting their attention on Joel Osteen. And he's like, why is this about me? Why is it about me? So I feel like, if we go back to the crucifixion for just a minute, I think, Joel took Jesus' place on the cross, and he's now hanging there, just waiting to come down from that old rugged cross. I think we hung him there on the cross. I didn't. But you all did, whoever was against him in this situation. Like, people hung him. And it didn't take long for people to really go against him. And it kind of shows, how some people really feel, or how when you have fair weather fans, or how people really are, and how judgmental that we are as humans, and just areas inside of us that God needs to come into and fix and rearrange. So I think the situation happened to him. Unfortunately, he had to be. This is a trial for him, but he had to be the pawn and wear the cross for a second. But I think for some people it'll be like a light for them, or a mirror, like this was in your heart. A lot of ugliness, a lot of judgment, and it say in the Bible, he who when you judge people, he who casts the first stone, and I always forget how the verse go, but that, yeah, So in other words, why are you pointing one finger? There's another one or 5 more pointing back at you. So come on now, come on. We all have done things and that fall short of the glory of God. We all made mistakes and done things too quick and like really not thought. And so, but we ask for mercy. Everybody want mercy. Everybody want forgiveness. And I think that's what God is trying to show. Like, everybody wants this thing that we won't give Joel, that we won't give other people who have fallen and really not done horrible things. But it's crazy. Like, human beings ask every day from God for things they won't give other humans. Like, one time another, and they do it, because Joel Osteen is a celebrity. And it's always worse for a celebrity because they are on a larger scale, and so they are a public figure. They're huge. They're in the limelight. And time they fall from grace, and he's a televangelist. So he's a pastor, and they're like, well, he definitely doesn't he definitely doesn't get a break. We're very hard on pastors, but I think we need to stop being, because we have to realize they're not God. They're just messengers from God, but they're not God. So they still may fall, and they make mistakes, but we kind of beat them up a little bit too much, and we expect so much out of them. And it's kind of, I think God is trying to show us, rearrange where you put your priorities, rearrange who is on the top of your pedestal in your life, because it definitely shouldn't be Joel Osteen. I'm sorry. You can admire and love him and respect his ministry, but he does not need to be, this top guy. I kept seeing comments on social media like, "We'll never trust a pastor who got a mansion." Now that's a dumb comment right there. I'm like, so what are you trying to say? Prosperity is bad? That wealth and riches and God blesses you with that, which all of us, I believe, has a millionaire inside of them, but you have to do the work and God will do the rest. A lot of us won't get to the millions because you're not willing to put in that work. I'm just gonna be honest. But I'm like, what? So what does money got to do with it? So all pastors should be broke, poor, and in the hood. So is that what you're saying? You sound stupid. So I seen several comments like that. So, of course, I don't know if y'all watch The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee and DJ Envy. I watch it occasionally. We have certain guests on there. I watch it. So, you know what kind of show they are. They're kind of like mostly catering to hip-hop people. So, of course, the audience is a little bit different. Probably like a younger, more maybe immature audience. It's like a mix of people that listen to them. So, of course, Charlamagne the God gave him Donkey of the Day. I'm like, did you give a pastor? You gave Joel Osteen Donkey of the Day? Nobody's exempt, so he got Donkey of the Day. But I feel like they took it and they had no mercy. But then they're the Breakfast Club, so I would expect them to have that because their audience is not all that mentally mature up here. I mean, they cater to people who are kind of like probably most severe broken people who are not necessarily trying to, I don't know. And I'm not trying to cast judgment on people. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, just think about what the kind of people, who these people are who listen to that show. Like, do you think these people give an ounce of crap about the truth? No. No, they don't. Like, they don't give a crap about truth. So I think that we just need to get ourselves together. So there were posts on Facebook, and a friend of mine commented on it, and a watcher of the show. Hey, Janet, how you doing if you're watching? Yeah, so yes, a fan and a member of Flavor Crew. Yes, she did a post on the Joel Osteen story, so I commented on her post. And I just said, Joel has preached on sin, but he's more about reminding us of who God really is. Not someone who's desiring to send you to hell, much like our little mini human gods here on earth are. Yes, I like him and his ministry. Not sure why he decided not to open doors. I'm willing to hear him out. However, before I hang him on a cross like we're all doing now, by the way, I'm sick of hearing never trust a pastor with a mansion. What does that even mean? That wealth and prosperity are unholy and all pastors are supposed to be poor? Come on, folks. Think, please. And then I did another comment as well. Let's see if I can find my comment. I wanted to read to you all just a little conversation I was having. If I can find it. If not, here it is. I said, see, that's what I've been saying all along. I definitely feel this is way too complex for us to simplify by writing him off as a fake demon pastor. Come on now. I think people were just seeking a reason to hang him. Witch hunt tactics, convenient distraction from the real issue, Harvey victims, enemy tricks, don't be fooled. And that's how I truly feel. I really, really do. Matthew 5:11-13. Blessed are ye which men, when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. And that was Matthew 5:11-13. So I love that. That just pretty much summarizes what Joel's going through right now. And all of us too. Like you're going to go through a time, if you haven't already, where you will be crucified by people. I felt that before, where it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how many times you apologize. You are wrong. Because nobody wants to hear the truth. Like, people hate truth. You know, not every journalist is giving truth or every media outlet. So just be reminded when you folks read the magazines and the newspaper articles and the headlines, not every journalist is about giving you the truth. I'm a journalist that loves the truth. I love the Lord because the Lord reminds us in John 14:16 that Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So I, you know, because I follow Jesus, because, you know, hey, he's the head of my life, you know, I have a personal relationship with him. I am a truth seeker, so I'm also a truth giver. I'm going to give the truth because that's who I am as a person, you know. But somebody else is not really going to be a big fan of that if that is not a fruit or part of the fabric of their lives. They're like, I don't give a damn about the truth because, you know, like I'm all about what gives me ratings. I'm all about what entertains people, what makes people laugh, what makes people, you know, get a rise out of people. You know, so a lot of people don't really care about that. So just be wary before you see, when you see a headline like, oh, Joel Osteen closed the doors to the evacuees of Hurricane Harvey, and you're like, I can't believe he's a horrible person. You know, and not even just him, it can be anybody. Because one day, the same finger, well, I'll tell you about the fingers, the same finger you pointing and that stone that you throwing, somebody going to pop you in the head with a stone. You know what I'm saying? That same stone you cast will be cast back at you. You know, you will come a time when you're going to need someone to support you and I give you a chance and actually listen to what you got to say, hear your truth, and people going to be deaf ear to your truth. But, you know, I'm just keeping it real. You know, and I want to leave you all with this verse tonight. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. And that is, I just had enough. I just had enough. I'm going to leave it below. I'm going to leave with where that verse came from below. But in the more info box. But that's all I have for you guys tonight. I just wanted to quickly jump in here and discuss the Joel Osteen witch hunt. Y'all messing with my pastor. You know, I love Joel, but I just think you all just need to, we have to, you know, stop before we jump right in, you know, to attack a person, hang them on the cross, you know. Hear people out, hear what they have to say, and remember that we're all human, and so, you know, we all fall short now. You know, nobody is perfect, you know, and especially for Christians, because Christians get real high and mighty, some of them, real quick, you know, they kind of forget, you know, Sam, God bring them out of a few little trials, they feel like, you know, now they got the upper hand now, they got the authority on everything, so they feel like, well, now I'm better than pretty much everybody who is fallen in a fallen state, and sometimes you mess up, it's like, oh, well, you know, you going to hell, she ain't about nothing anyway, blah, 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 and I'm like, who are you? Who are you? I'm like, girl, please. Girl, please. You the one got the gasoline draws on. You know, you know, all you need is that match and lit. She going straight there. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Okay, you know. So be careful. Just be real careful. You know how we treat people and how we treat each other. So I think that's what God is trying to remind us of, and why the situation happened. Anyway, my prayers go out to the Harvey victims. Definitely, I hope that everything is trying to get back on a smooth route. I know they've had a rough, hellish time. I donated $10. I did. I donated on Facebook. If you didn't know, you can donate on Facebook. You can. Yeah, Facebook. I'm glad they have that. I want to donate some more money. So, yeah, definitely. So, let's try to do all we can. And just, if anything, whether you donate money or not, just send your prayers, send your love, you know, to the Harvey victims. So, yeah, and let's try to help them get back on their feet and pray they get back on their feet very soon. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys tonight. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.